Hello and welcome to Make Real Estate a Ball. My name is Dominic Cole, broker of record.
I'm Greg Ball, broker owner.
And today we're going to talk a little more about closing and closing costs, both from a seller and a buyer perspective. Greg, maybe you can just tell us a little bit about seller costs at closing?
Seller costs on a real estate transaction are very straightforward. So basically the biggest expense the seller has would be the real estate fees, Dominic. And for those that aren't aware, there are HST on those fees, so do work that into your budget. The only other real expense on a sale of a property would be your lawyer fee, traditionally somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000. It's generally a flat rate. Any discharge fees or anything else that might go with that to do with a mortgage. But that in a nutshell is your cost as a seller. So real estate fees, HST, and a lawyer fee.
Okay, well that's good to know. It's good for the public to know that because I think more detail needs to be covered in terms of the buyer side, right? The buyer costs and what they've got to look out for in terms of what they have to lay out for their costs, because there are some costs before they close as well, like the deposit.
Correct. So deposit on an offer, it is up front. It does get cashed upon the acceptance of that offer. As agents, we encourage a good deposit. Sellers like to see the larger the deposit, the better.
And that money's held in trust, waiting the closing of the transaction or other release.
Non-interest bearing trust account, and it does sit there and applies towards the transaction.
So another cost up front before they close might be something like a home inspection?
Typical basic home inspection, $300 to $400. You can spend up to $1,000 if you're doing a full gauntlet of inspection services, septic well, fireplace, and the home itself.
So those at closing, in terms of the cost at closing, things like the the land transfer tax, that comes up a lot. So tell me a little bit about that.
So land transfer varies. It's on a sliding scale. An upward scale, the more you spend, the more the land transfer is. So I won't get into the exact details. Your agent absolutely can tell you to the penny what your land transfer will be. It can be anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000.
So other things like legal fees, title insurance, those are the other fees that come in?
Yes, title insurance, standard fee, $300, $400, $500.
And disbursement fees.
Disbursement fees, yes.
Yep. So adjustments on closing.
Correct. Lawyer's fee as well with a purchase.
Okay, well thank you very much for watching Make Real Estate a Ball, and watch next week for more tips.
Absolutely.
Make Real Estate a Ball is brought to you by Ball Real Estate Inc. Brokerage, building achievable luxury lifestyles within Peterborough and the Kawarthas.